Imagine waking up to a rising tide of grocery bills that hits your wallet harder every week. That's the economic storm many Americans are navigating right now. But here's where it gets controversial. President Donald Trump just signed an executive order to dial back tariffs on key imports like beef, tomatoes, coffee, and bananas, retroactively effective from the day before. This move aims to ease the financial pinch, sparking debates on whether protectionism helps or hurts everyday consumers. Let's break this down simply. Tariffs are essentially taxes imposed on imported goods, designed to protect domestic industries by making foreign products more expensive. However, they've often led to higher prices for everyday items, as importers pass those costs on to shoppers. Trump's order specifically removes these items from the so-called reciprocal tariff rates, which range from 10% up to a whopping 50%, depending on the trade partner. Importantly, this isn't a full exemption. It's a reduction, not an elimination. Take tomatoes from Mexico, for instance, our biggest supplier of this popular produce. They'll still face a 17% tariff, a rate that kicked in last July after a long-standing trade deal lapsed. And the impact? Prices surged almost right away, making your favorite salsa or salad costs more. It's a classic example of how tariffs can ripple through the economy, affecting not just farmers but the folks at the dinner table. Many of these goods have seen some of the steepest price hikes since Trump entered office, fueled partly by the tariffs he's championed and challenges in boosting local production. Consider coffee. Brazil, our top source, has been hit with 50% tariffs since August. According to Consumer Price Index data, Americans shelled out nearly 20% more for their morning brew in September compared to the year before. And this is the part most people miss. While we do grow some coffee in places like Hawaii, the vast majority comes from abroad, so these tariffs haven't spurred enough domestic growth to offset the costs. This decision lands amid growing voter frustrations with economic woes, as shown in exit polls from recent off-year elections where Democrats gained ground in several states. It's as if the public is voting with their ballots and their budget concerns, pushing for relief. In a sneak peek at the order, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent explained earlier this week that the focus was on products we don't grow here in the United States, like coffee and bananas. Sure, bananas aren't native to our climate, and while coffee finds a niche in parts of the country, imports dominate. Adding to the momentum, the Trump administration and Switzerland unveiled a fresh trade agreement just hours before, slashing Swiss goods tariffs from 39% down to 15%, one of the highest starting points among our global trade partners. But here's the kicker. Is this a genuine win for affordability, or just a temporary bandage that ignores deeper issues like inflation and supply chain vulnerabilities? Some might argue that lowering tariffs could flood the market with cheap imports, potentially undercutting American jobs in agriculture. On the flip side, others see it as a smart tweak to balance protection with consumer needs. What do you think? Does this order go far enough? Or is it too little, too late? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to hear if you agree this is a step in the right direction, or if it overlooks bigger economic puzzles.